YouTube, what's going on with y'all, man? Back again with another video, man. Today is Thursday, and I think it's right now 4:45 a.m. in the morning. Just finished trading, and let me ask you guys this: how's your day going? How's your day going, bro? Because mine is due to garbage, bro. Literally due to garbage. Let me show you guys why. Look at this, man. Yesterday we made 6,200 something dollars. Today we lost 6,200 again. So we gave all the profits that we had made, we gave them back to the markets only because look at this. This trade that I took that I was supposed to close right here at the stop loss, I didn't close. And I removed my stop loss and I closed somewhere around this area, bro. Because I removed my stop loss. And I'm gonna tell you guys why I removed the stop loss. Obviously, that's not something that I should have done, but I'm gonna tell you guys. I'm gonna break down the trade and everything, and I'm gonna explain to you guys exactly why I did. But this is, bro, this is like white. We literally gave all the profits back. And as always, if you guys want to follow me on IG, man, go follow me there. I post my trades there every single time, either we win or lose. First thing in the morning, I'm always put my results on IG, man. But anyways, I'm gonna break down this trade for y'all. So let's get into computers and let me show you guys the reason and everything that happened. This is a trade that we took. Let me break it down for y'all step by step by step. I'm gonna tell you guys exactly what happened and everything that went down. So let's go. First thing that I always do, I go to the 5 minute. I only look at the 5 minute charts before I even enter on the 1 minute. But before I do that, I go to the 1 hour. And what do I see the 1 hour doing? I see that we have this bullish momentum towards the upside. Bullish momentum, and then I see that we have this liquidity graph happening right here in the 1 hour. So this is what I'm looking at. I see that there's a liquidity graph happening in the 1 hour, and normally when we get these liquidity grabs, what it normally means is that we want to come down, take liquidity of this low to then push up, keep on pushing up. So I'm expecting the market to go towards the upside. So then I go to the 5 minute just to see what the market is doing in the 5 minute. And as you guys can see, this is where we took liquidity, and now we look for a confluence in the 5 minute to enter. And what do I see? I see that we're taking liquidity here. So let me delete this one. Let me put it to the side. So as you know, we're taking liquidity in the 1 hour. And then when I come into the markets, let me delete this. Let me delete this right here too. So when I come into the markets and I go to the 5 minute, I see that we are taking liquidity from all of these lows. This green candle came underneath these lows and it took liquidity and is now pushing up. So me seeing that in the 5 minute, I go to the 1 minute. And then, so based on what we've seen in the 1 hour, we're taking liquidity in the 1 hour. We're taking liquidity from lows of the candles in the 5 minute as well. All of them telling me that we're going towards the upside. So we have 1 hour confluence and we have 5 minute confluence to go towards the upside. Now we go to the 1 minute to get an entry. So the candle that took liquidity in the 1 minute is this candle right here, this red candle. So now we wait for the market for a 1 minute candle to break above and to close above the 13 moving average. The 13 moving average is this blue line that goes along the price right there. This blue line right there. So what candle broke above the 13 moving average? As you guys can see, this green candle right here. So we took liquidity, the 5 minute, we took liquidity down here, and then in the 1 minute, this candle right here breaks above the 13 moving average and it closes above the 13 moving average. So what do? I get in. I put my position in right there. I get in, put my stop loss underneath that same candle. And I won't lie to you, I was aiming for, I like to go to the 5 minute to see where my targets are gonna be. But in the 1 minute, my initial target will always be a 1 to 2. As you guys can see, it got hit. 1 to 2, no, that's not what I was. 1 to 2 is right here. That is my 1 to 2. But I like to base my targets based on what the 5 minute is doing. So in this case, because we're taking liquidity from down here, I like to see where would my 1 to 1 be if I was to trade the 5 minutes. So if I was trading the 5 minute, my entry would have been right there. That would have been my entry. My stop loss would have been underneath that candle, and my first target would be a 1 to 1. 1 to 1, boom. So I like to extend my 1 minute targets to the 1 to 1 of the 5 minute. So my target was a 1 to 3. What is it? Let me delete this. A 1 to 3.5. Okay, but because we have the liquidity graph happening, I can extend it to a 3.4. I want to 1 to 4 risk to reward. So that was gonna be like a $2,000 win something. You know what I'm saying? It was gonna be a crazy win. But as you guys can see, it didn't work out for us. It literally went up for a little bit and then it came straight back down. Why? And I didn't close. I was supposed to close right here, right? That was my stop loss. And I removed my stop loss, bro. I removed my stop loss. I haven't done this in so long, but in this case, I did it, and let me tell you why. Let me tell you guys why. Because I was so sure that this trade was going to win. Why was I so sure? Because, bro, we had this liquidity graph happening right here in the 1 hour. We had liquidity graph happening in the 5 minute as well. So when I go to the 1 minute, I see that we are coming down to my stop loss right here around this area. We're coming down to my stop loss. But what do I see in the 5 minute? I see that my stop loss is literally above the 13 moving average. 13 moving average is this blue line that goes along the price. So sometimes the price likes to go to the 13 moving average in the 5 minute, for example. It likes to go to the touch it, spike it, to then continue the other way. So because of that, because I see that my stop loss is above the 13 moving average, as you guys can see, this is my stop loss. And because it is above the 13 moving average, I was like, you know what? Let me see how it reacts at the 13. So let me just remove the stop loss, because I'm very confident with this trade. I'm very confident because we have 1 hour confluence, 5 minute confluence. So let me just see what it's gonna do at the 13 moving average in the 5 minute time frame, because I'm sure that is gonna go my way. You know, I'm sure that is gonna go my way. So let me just remove my stop loss. So I remove my stop loss, and look at this. We get this crazy candle that goes crazy towards the bottom. And as it was pushing towards the bottom, I'm like, oh my goodness, we're cooked. We are cooked. And I'm not closing. I'm not closing because I'm like, I'm waiting for it to push towards the upside. I'm waiting for it to push so we can have a smaller loss. And then I just see a bigger push towards the bottom. Like it already pushed down like crazy. And then it did another crazy push towards the bottom. I was like, you know what? I'm getting out. I'm getting out. And I gave out all the profits that we had yesterday, man. But also, I forgot to tell you guys this. We had a 1 hour demand right here. That was also giving me confluence. So we had a 1 hour liquidity graph. We were in a 1 hour demand. We had a 5 minute liquidity graph as well. Everything was telling me to go towards the upside, bro. Everything. And I just suck, bro. Because right now, look what it's doing right now. It literally came down, took liquidity. We are in the 1 hour demand, took liquidity. And then if we were trading the 5 minute, if we were to trade the 5 minute, that would be my entry. Boom, put my aiming for a 1 to 1. But if we're trading the 1 minute, I would be looking to enter at the break of the 13 moving average, which would be this candle right here. I mean, about the same. about the same entry, but my stop loss would be so much shorter, and my target would be right there. A 1-2. I would push it for a 1-4. That would have been my target, and it's winning. It's winning. It's crazy. Oh look, and now it closed. So it's doing a liquidity graph, and it's now okay. So this would be even more crazy because look, it's doing a liquidity graph. This candle right here closed above the 13 moving average. Put my stop loss underneath that candle, aiming for a 1-1. 1-1 is right there. So look, so in the 1 minute, I would be aiming for that 1-1 of the 5 minutes. So entry right there, stop loss goes underneath, aiming for literally that high of the candle. So right there, that would be a 1-2, yeah, 1-1, 1-2, 1-1 point. What the fuck? 1-5. I would be aiming for a 1-5 right there. Isn't that crazy, y'all? Isn't that freaking crazy? Why is it looking like this? Why does it look like it's touch and take profit when in reality it isn't? Oh, because I'm on the... Yeah, so look, that would have been my target. That would be getting hit right now. I 1-5. Bro, this day is going to be interesting, bro. This day is going to be interesting, but it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. That's all I'm going to say here. It is what it is. But anyways, man, the day still continues. We still got to do a 30-minute run. We still got to go to work. The day don't stop. We still got to do the things that we got to do. We cannot let these big losses affect us. We still got to keep on pushing. We got to find a way to be grateful for another day, Like, for example, I'm grateful today that I have another opportunity. I got my legs, I got my arms, I can walk, I can talk. I'm healthy, I got health. So I'm grateful for that. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep on pushing. Let's keep on doing the things that we normally do on a daily basis. Let's do this 30-minute run, and then, yeah, man. All right, YouTube, that was the end of the 30-minute run right there. When we started running, it was dark as hell. Right now, it's still dark, but it's getting lighter a little bit. So, yeah, man, that was a 30-minute run right there. And one of the things that I do when I'm running is that I'm listening to Christian music, and it makes me realize, bro, makes me realize that in this life that we're living right now, this is not the eternal life that we have. This is only a temporary life that we have. And one of the things that makes me realize every single time that I'm running and listening to Christian music is that we're going to go through hard times in this life. We're going to go through hard times. For example, today we had a big loss and it hurts. I'm not going to act as if it doesn't hurt, but that's part of living. Suffering is part of living. That's things that we got to go through. We got to put ourselves in areas that we can improve and get better as a person. And in the process of doing these things, we're going to suffer. We're going to go through hard times because you cannot grow. A muscle for it to grow, it has to go through pain. You have to put it through repetitions and repetitions till you break the muscle, and then the muscle grows. That's how it is for human beings as well. We go through hard times, and that helps us grow as a person. So we cannot grow if we're not doing anything. The only way that we're going to grow is if we start doing the things that are hard to do. But, that's part of life. That's what I'm trying to say. That's part of life. And one thing that we all got to make sure that we do is that we keep Jesus Christ first, bro. That's the first thing. That's the main priority. The base, the core, the rock of our life should be Jesus Christ, because the eternal life, we're going to either spend it in hell or heaven. So, in this short time that we have, let's make sure, man, that we have our lives, attached to Jesus Christ,
and that regardless of the things that might happen in his life, regardless of how hard it might get, regardless of the bad things that are happening, you know, like a personal problem, a loss, or whatever it might be, let's just never forget who our rock is. Let's put our lives in the rock, which is Jesus Christ, because at the end of the day, we are in this life for only a short period of time. So let's make sure that we do the right things so we can spend the rest of the eternal life with whom we should, you know, Jesus Christ. But anyways, man, let's go back inside. I'm gonna go let my body cool down for a little bit, shower, make a coffee, eat a banana. I do have a banana there, so we're keeping track of the calories that we eat throughout the day. And the banana that I have in there should be like 120 calories. So 120 calories is what we're gonna have for now. Let's go inside, let's shower, get ready to go to work. Yeah, man, let's keep on going with this day. All right, so we got everything ready. I'm leaving this place today. We're finishing what we're doing today. And I don't know, bro. I don't know yet, but I do think that I'm going to be going to another job site. Like, I thought I was going to go to the house, but now, bro, there's another job site that I'm going to go to after I'm done with this job site. So right now, man, let's go get this stuff in the car. Let's go get some breakfast. And it's still kind of early. But, you know, I'm going to be in the car chilling, waiting until 7 because it's right now like 6:25, and I'm like 5 minutes away from the job site. So we're going to go grab some breakfast and yeah, man, let's go. Hey, can I get an avocado toast with no bacon?
Alright, okay, come in 3.
All right, thank you. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I really like this breakfast that we had yesterday, so I'm gonna get the same exact thing today. The avocado toast with the omelet bites should come out to be a total of, how many calories did I say this was? This is 180. The bread and the avocado is 220, so 180. 300, 400 calories here, and a coffee is black coffee. I'm gonna add a little bit of milk to it, so 420 calories in total. And we had a banana this morning as well, so we should be around 550 calories for the day. I'm gonna eat this food, and I'm gonna enjoy this food, and then I gotta go to work in a little bit. So in the meantime, I'm gonna just be chilling in the car, you know. I'm gonna just be eating this food, eating it slowly, and then we're gonna go back to work, man. So we're gonna get some lunch, and it's a little bit earlier than usual. It's about to be 11, and the reason why is because we are working at an airport. So there's a flight coming in right now. There are gonna be people walking by where we are working, so we gotta take a small break until the people get off the plane. So we're just gonna get lunch right now, and we're gonna get a salad. Since it's a little bit earlier, I'm not too hungry, so I'm gonna just grab a chicken salad right here. Jerk subs. Let's go inside, man. So as you guys can see, we ended up grabbing a chicken salad, hot sauce, onions, tomatoes, and a lettuce right underneath. It doesn't have any cheese at all, you know what I'm saying, just a few pieces of cheese around there. So a total of 200 to 250. So I'm gonna say 200 calories for this, man. It's not even a lot. It's only sauce. I mean, like 120 calories for the chicken, and then another 50 for the vegetables and for the sauces. That comes out to like 200 calories, man. So decent meal, 200 calories, cereal with this. So let's go, man. We're back at the job site, and I also got myself a Dunkin' iced black coffee, no milk, no sugar, 0 calories in here. And then it's not time for me to go inside yet, so I'm gonna just be here in the car chilling until it's time for me to go back inside, man. So right now we finished doing what we were doing in there, and there's another job that's getting started today at 3 p.m. It is right now 2:12, and I am
like an hour 20 minutes away from this other job that's getting started today. So I'm gonna go over there, check it out. I'm gonna be there for a few hours, and then I'm gonna eat when I get there. I'm gonna drive right now, head out over there, eat something over there, go check the job, and then tomorrow I gotta come back over here. But I'm not going to be sleeping where I slept today. I'm gonna be sleeping in a different place, an hour away from here. So that way, you know, so tomorrow I gotta wake up early to come here earlier because I'm gonna be further. So yeah, man, I got a long drive right now, so let's start driving, and then once we get there, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna eat. I am a busy man. We have now arrived at the other site. Is this one right here? All right, so I went to eat dinner. I had some Chipotle, and the total of it was 500 calories because I did double steak, very light rice, and some other things that came out to be 500 calories. And so that's the reason why I have 300 calories. That's why I bought this protein bar. It's 200 calories for this protein bar, and also got myself a yogurt. And the total calories for this yogurt is 110, as you guys can see. That's 310 calories, and this Gatorade I also got 5 calories for it. So we went over like 15 calories, but it is what it is. It's not a lot. Good morning, YouTube. Today is the next day. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't upload yesterday because the Airbnb where we stayed at, it was like a farmer's little house. The place was amazing. The place was cool and all, but they just didn't have Wi-Fi, so I didn't upload the video to YouTube. So this is why today is the next day and I still haven't uploaded. And I also want to say this: I won't be recording today. I won't be uploading tomorrow, and I won't upload the day after either, because you know, today is Friday, and today is the day that Jesus Christ died on the cross for us. He died on the cross for our sins. So because of that, I will be doing a fasting. I'll be fasting for 3 days: Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So yeah, man, I won't be doing any activities that I normally do. For example, I got boxing on the weekend, but I won't do it because I'm gonna be fasting, just to show appreciation to God, you know, for doing what He did for us. You know, He's amazing love for us. But yeah, man, that's the reason why I won't be uploading videos this upcoming days. And hopefully, man, you do something like that. Do something to show appreciation to God for what He did for us, you know. But yeah, man, this is where I'm gonna just end this video right here. Like I said, I won't be recording today. But yeah, man, y'all stay safe, y'all stay productive, man, and make sure that you have a relationship with the highest, Jesus Christ, man. Y'all stay safe, and without further ado, this video is now over.